Well, hello, this is Soul with another video, and let me get this thing off. I'm gonna shamelessly read a very recent post that Blizzard put out. It's big news. It's very, very big news, so listen up. As World of Warcraft has evolved, our policies have also evolved to support the health of the game and the needs of the players. We've examined the use of third-party input broadcasting software, which allows a single keystroke or action to be automatically mirrored to multiple game clients, and we've seen an increasingly negative impact to the game as this software is used to support botting and automated gameplay. The use of input broadcasting software that mirrors keystrokes to multiple WoW game clients will soon be considered an actionable offense. We believe this policy is in the best interest of the game and the community. We will soon begin issuing warnings to all players who are detected using input broadcasting software to mirror commands to multiple accounts at the same time, often used for multiboxing. With these warnings, we intend to notify players that they should not use this software while playing World of Warcraft. Soon thereafter, the warnings will escalate into account actions, which can include suspension, and, if necessary, permanent closure of the player's World of Warcraft accounts. We strongly advise you to cease using this type of software immediately to maintain uninterrupted access to World of Warcraft. So I was having some chips, you know those Doritos chips with that are super spicy. That's why I think my tongue. Oh boy, okay, my tongue's red. So anyway, this is huge. This is huge news. Something that I guess as a knee-jerk reaction, I'm like, yes! I'm not a big fan of what multiboxing does. I've taken the personal stance that I see it as, kind of a form of botting because 1 equals 5 or 10 or 50 or whatever. And I think that's not fair. For multiple reasons, including its uses in PvP, sometimes PvE, notably with gathering and, with like a bunch of druids all picking stuff up at the same. You know what I'm talking about. So again, my first reaction is that I'm pretty pleased about this change. It's nice to have this kind of shift where before we were kind of left to sort of speculate, hey, why isn't Blizzard banning this? Oh, it's because they just like all the multi-boxer money, yada yada yada. And I never thought of it as that good enough of a reason. Of course, there hasn't really been much said, so players have just been kind of making stuff up and running with it, and no one's really said anything until now. So this is going to be a slow ban. They're going to be first issuing warnings to players, and then eventually it's going to be permanently written to the TOS if it hasn't been already, and from there they're going to start taking actions, including suspensions to these multiple accounts. Now, undoubtedly, we've seen multiple high-profile players, mostly gold makers and such, that utilize multi-boxing to great advantage. They're able to amass tons of resources that equate to gold, and from there, it just kind of cascades from there. Now, what's going to be some of the immediate impacts of this change? No doubt, there's going to be a number of multi-boxers that just outright stop the operation. Okay, we're done, that's it. Others are probably going to go for as long as they can until they get a warning or until they start hearing about people getting permanent or temporary bans. And I'm sure that some people are just going to kind of go around it. They're just going to try to find, basically it's going to be treated like botting software. They're going to try to find ways to hide it. They're going to try to find ways to skirt the system, avoid the warden software, anything like that. But chances are they're not going to do a great job of avoiding player reports. It's really... We know how easy it is to see a multi-boxer. And so from there, they're pretty much an endangered species, and they're about to go extinct in, who knows, probably before Shadowlands launches. It's going to be officially dead. Multi-boxing is going to be pretty much gone, and anyone else who's still straggling is just a dead man or a woman walking. However, I think that there are going to be some consequences. We're going to see an economic impact on the World of Warcraft as a whole across the board. We might see more general botting. That might be kind of more of a prevalent thing that we're going to have to fight. We're more than likely going to see not exactly economic damage, but we're going to see this kind of immediate scarcity that we're not really all that familiar with. Come Shadowlands, we're going to encounter a profession system that's, even though I've railed on it and I've said, oh, you know, it's cool, but it's not so cool. One thing is for certain, the profession system in Shadowlands is incredibly resource intensive. Stuff just burns, like from ore to herbs to cloth, leather, all that stuff. Tons of it is going to be used for the purpose of creating these legendary materials, to create legendaries. Demand is going to be extremely high, and it's kind of nice that there are going to be soulbind perks that help generate some resources, and the Covenant Sanctum is also going to do its part with generating some resources, but it's not going to be that much. It's definitely not going to replace the power of a single gatherer, let alone a multi-boxer. So we are going to see an impact. There's going to be scarcity, there's going to be short supply and not enough people to gather, which will lead people to either gather on their own or to panic. But overall, I think this is going to be a very good, long-term, positive impact on the game. We're probably going to see more intercommerce. We're going to see fewer people that are entirely self-sufficient because they don't have a multi-box system to rely on. And keep in mind that it's not like people are going to not be allowed to be on multiple accounts at once. I myself use 2 at once. I post while I do other things. And that's okay. It's just the matter of using a single keystroke to do a bunch of actions at once. Though that sort of extreme behavior is now bannable. So cool. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm very pleased about this change. But what do you folks think? Is this a good change, a bad change? Is it too little, too late? Let me know in the comment below. Like the video if you enjoyed yourself, and otherwise, I'll see you guys for the next thing. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.